Woo! 2019 is over. And you know what that means? I get to talk about all the things I've seen and done this year. And unlike last year, this year didn't make me wanna... Ready? Let's do it. I've been looking at a few creators on YouTube this year, and it's mostly been about speedrunning history videos from Summoning Salt and Speed Docs, along with a few others.
Even in 2004, the blooper race shortcut was known about, as well as hovering through the Ferris wheel in Pen 5.
I've always watched speedrunning of different games, and seeing the history behind the tricks that people do to complete the game in such a short time, I believe is fascinating. As far as speed docs go, I think hearing the interviews from the speedrunners themselves are pretty interesting too.
And messing around for yourself, things really start clicking faster than you would think. So it took me probably about a month to get acquainted with the faster strats. And these, keep in mind, still weren't like the current fast strats. These were like the second wave of fast strats.
And Summoning Salt's videos, I've watched so many times, I just let it play in the background as I take a nap. It's kind of like he's reading me a bedtime story. I've also been watching this idiot.
Be careful, you won't be able to see what you're doing at all, and at any second you can fly off at 1,000,000 miles per hour. Good luck. Come here! Yes!
I find simple flips very entertaining to watch, and that's kind of it. And I gotta say, his type of videos are more on the Twitch highlight end of things, but occasionally you'll find something a little bit more creative than highlights.
This stream is a proud sponsor of Totino's Pizza Roll.
Is it? Who's getting the money for that? It ain't me.
And lastly, on the list, I would say Mega G Wolf. Now, I've had him in the montage last year, but I never really said anything about him. I still don't, and I feel kind of bad. Sorry, dude. I would just say he's a good person, and man, I just been watching the guy for years now, so I don't know. At this point, I think it's just a habit.
Basically.
My name is Amy Rose.
Thanks, Amy. Yeah, we know. We get it. Like, that's the only part of the conversation she had.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Now, I wish I could talk about all the anime I've been watching, but the truth is, I dropped a lot. So out of that small list, I'm going to tell you about my favorite 3 in no particular order. Shield Hero. Although I really like the anime, and it stood out from other isekai I've seen, I'd say what almost ruined it were the other characters, and how stupid they were. Fire Force. The comedic timing of the fan service was extremely poor at the beginning. Like, extremely bad. But getting past that, I found the world extremely interesting. So that's a trade-off. Vinland Saga. I can't exactly find anything bad to say. I mean, I think this is the perfect anime. It's got everything I've ever wanted. Cool fight scenes, tragic backstory, blood, and great opening. It's got it all. It's pretty lit. I love it. You know what? Make that 4 anime. Because Mob Psycho Season 2 was also lit. I can't believe I forgot about this show for a brief moment, because I definitely loved the show and its animation. If you didn't see it, you should. Now on to the games. When I talk about games, generally I try to talk about the games that I don't turn into videos. However, there's a game I spoke about that became a video, and that was Code Vein. Code Vein was a game that I've been waiting for a long time, and I wanted to play it way before I wanted to make a video on it. The game is fun, and I can't recommend it enough if you're looking for a Souls-like adventure. A Souls-like adventure with extra meat, if you catch my drift. What about any other games? Well, besides the occasional Monster Hunter World and Dark Souls 2, I ventured into the world of the Momodora games. But that's really it. Now we get to my favorite part, the part where I ramble on about stuff behind the scenes. The first thing I want to talk about is this.
You can taunt with the D-pad, which can be cancelled halfway with anything.
You can what?
a Smash vlog. In my last yearly video, I briefly spoke about how I wanted to compete in Smash, with Ultimate being out. I wanted to play video games competitively again. And it doesn't have to be just Smash. I mean, there is BB Tag, and Soul Calibur 6 is on the way. Who am I kidding? I party hard. But also, I was getting bored of game reviews. I wanted to create something original. By combining gaming and vlogging, I'd create something so interesting that people would love it instantly. The original goal was to go to local tournaments and record them and talk about my progress. The problem, however, is that I lost interest in the game after playing it so much, anxiety, and I kinda suck. I then switched my goal into making montages, but that really didn't do so hot. I know if I would have stuck with the original plan and just kept going with it, I know it would have blown up in due time. But the only way for me to do it is if a DLC character comes out that I really want to play, and I get over my anxiety for just a moment. Don't get me wrong, I really want to do this. I just don't see myself doing it anytime soon. What about the stuff I'm doing right now? Talking about games and whatnot. Well, my formula hasn't changed whatsoever, but I'm really trying to add more jokes. iPad, and the cooldowns of the special abilities given to you by Beerus. Despite me doing what I can to make it interesting, like I tried to do with the Game Jam video, where I looked at multiple games, I still feel like they aren't good enough. I want to do more with my content, but I'm not sure what to do. I've thought about doing some sort of long form video with all the summoning salt and speed doc videos that I've been watching. The video would have to do something with the Momodora game should I ever do the project, but I make no promises because of how time consuming it can be. Or maybe I'll get over it and keep doing what I'm doing. I don't know, we'll just have to see. And that's all I wanted to talk about. If you stuck with me to the end of the video, thank you. Oh yeah, and now I have over 200 subscribers. Thanks to all the people for joining me, and thanks to all the old ones for sticking with me. I hope everyone had a good year, and I hope you have a better new year. And that's it from me. See you next year. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this.